welcome to my shop. Today I will begin building a new laser cutter for my shop from scratch. Let's go! A couple years back, I was interested in trying out CNC with a laser cutter, so I purchased a cheap K40 laser from eBay to get started with and learn more about laser cutting. I've had some previous experience with CNC using a Shapeoko, and I wanted to explore another form of subtractive manufacturing. While the K40 provided an excellent introduction to laser cutting, it had limited use in my shop. Inspiration for this project came from the excellent build series on the YouTube channel Further Fabrication. I will provide a link in the description below so you can go check out his build series. He has offered full build documentation for this laser on his channel, and I will be using his plans as a guide for my build. Before I can get started building the laser itself, I will begin by making a custom cabinet on which the laser will call home. I started by creating a CAD design for the cabinet in Fusion 360. I designed this cabinet back in April during the coronavirus lockdown, so my goal is to utilize tools and materials that I already had on hand. I would not call myself a woodworker, and I don't even own a table saw, so I plan to use my Shaper Origin to cut the cabinet pieces out of sheets of plywood I had collecting dust in my garage. I set up a makeshift workbench using sawhorses in my garage and began laying out the tape for the shaper to follow. After importing my design from Fusion, I started the tedious process of cutting out each cabinet piece. I cut 15 parts of the cabinet from 1/2-inch plywood and 3/4-inch MDF that I used for the top. After a quick sanding and test fit, I assembled the base and added the casters before painting. The choice of dog bone joinery created headaches for me when it came to masking off the pieces for paint. If I designed a cabinet like this again, I would reduce the number of joints to simplify painting and assembly. I laid down a coat of primer and 2 top coats on each piece. Next, I dry assembled the parts before moving on to applying the glue. After the glue was dry, I went back and touched up all the unpainted spots underneath the tape. I wanted the top of my cabinet to have a smooth countertop-like appearance, so I applied laminate over the MDF. I have no prior experience with a laminate, so I was quite nervous about messing up this part. If anyone has more knowledge about how to rough cut laminate material like this, please leave a comment below. Make sure your surface is clean of any debris before the final application. I ended up with a small chip trapped underneath the laminate, which caused a lump. I finished off the top by running a trim router with a flush trim bit around the outside. I finished up the edges of the cabinet by applying T-molding. I will add a link in the description below to where I purchased the T-molding and the router bits I used to cut the slots. That's it for part 1 of this build series. In the next video, I will be adding some outlets and other accessories to the cabinet. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in part 2.